Well, I'll tell you the truth. We really shouldn't need to go to this round.
No.
Because I certainly don't need another beer.
No.
But
here we are.
Here we are. Drunk again. Would you like to play first? Why not?
yeah, that might be the only thing we win this whole game.
Whoa.
I don't like that at all.
Hey, I got an idea. It's Mulligan.
Okay.
Fucker!
Ah, Jesus.
You gotta go again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
What are the odds? I mean, come on. Something just does not want us to win the finals.
Mm-hmm.
Damn you, Mark Rosewater. Hey, look at that.
Well, at least we can cast the only thing we have in our
Yeah.
hand.
We have to keep it
Yeah,
at that point, but wow.
that's a big pile of shit.
I guess the only thing we have going for us at this point is that his deck, from what we saw in scouting, is heavily Forest Walker and Mountain Walker based, and we have no forests and no mountains.
This might actually be proof of a higher being, because there has to be something which is pissed at all of us and
Yeah,
bringing forth that double mulligan.
my pagan background is coming to haunt me. Oh,
Hey, he's the one that did it.
hey, look at that. Yeah, I'm not above Divine Offer's spin engine. Because he's going to do 5 this round.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You apparently will not be blocking that, John. Did you intend to block that?
I wasn't going to anyway, but I'm glad he spent mana to do that.
He built a deck that is like evasionist. I mean, that's what it does. It evades things.
Okay.
We aren't quite there yet anyway, but
So it's a tricky one. Do you play the Core Prowler knowing that it's going to die?
Now,
but
spin
the thing is, the
engine-
Core Prowler dies and it proliferates.
Right. But that'll only get one more.
Right.
Whereas if
Now,
you-
is the spin engine? It's a creature.
Okay, well, how about this? If we put out a second one, then he has to spend 2 red in order to prevent us from blocking it.
Well, but he only has to spend 1 because we attacked with our guy.
Right.
Sure.
If we think he will play another creature next turn,
Mm-hmm.
I think we don't put out the Core Prowler. We would be able to attack in with our Shrike, then Phyrexian Rebirth, clear the board, and have a 4/4 guy there.
Well,
Could try it.
you're the man, John.
And we're gonna take another 5 no matter what.
Right. Yeah, I think we do that. Like, we could put out the Prowler and trade, and he'd trade
Yeah,
his Emissary
yeah.
for that, but then we'd take 3 that turn and take some more the next turn.
I mostly just like the idea of using up some of his mana.
There we go. That's what I wanted. So,
We attack.
yep. Get 2 more poison counters on him. And get rid of everything.
And we have some pretty cheap creatures in our hand.
If we draw another land, we can empty our hand.
Yeah,
which
When
isn't
he has
always the
6
greatest.
things in hand.
Right.
true. And we're already down to 8 life, but
Well, I'll be curious to see what happens next.
well,
Exciting edge of your seat action.
Yeah.
not really.
No.
What next? What next?
But that last game was.
Oh, yeah.
man.
That was worth the price of admission. Okay.
I guess that technically trades, right?
Right. But we can't really attack
No.
because he just let it through. 4 damage doesn't help that much.
But it's good for defense.
Oh, yes. I would love if he would attack him.
Ooh.
That sucks.
Mm-hmm.
Especially that whole not getting to proliferate because it never hit the graveyard thing.
Yep. And he'll attack in. Yeah.
And so now we're at an awkward point.
We have to block it.
Well, we don't have to this turn. We'll be down to 4. If we got something that could enhance or help, so we wouldn't just have to trade.
Remember how we thought this guy would be the guy that we would be the easiest? Of course, it is the finals, so you think.
Right. There must be something to his deck.
Okay, so that doesn't help.
Well, here's the good news. We're going to attack in.
Mm-hmm.
Get him up to 5.
Get him to 5.
Then we
turn, we'll have
block.
to block and get him down to a 3-2.
Well, now what trick does he have? Mirror and Might or whatever?
Well, if he has Mirror and Metal, it doesn't help him anyway. I mean, it would temporarily do something, but in the grand scheme of things.
Oh.
That's a good trick.
Yeah.
That's not what we need
Game
to see.
over.
Now the good news is, if he attacks with that guy, we can trade. We're that. Well,
I'm sorry, what?
so be it.
Okay, so he has a very good deck. We acknowledge that, sir.
Huh. What happened to my lunch?
Well played.
But look what we had coming. I don't even know if that would make a difference.
Nope.
Kind of pissed he has a Blight Widow.
Yeah.
It should have been ours.
It just doesn't sit well with me.
Yep.
Put in fuel for the cause.
Loxodons again.
And do we go Turbine again to block? Do we do Turn the Tide?
No, I'm thinking probably the Turbine again. But his deck's so fast, I don't know.
No, you know,
What?
I think Turn the Tide is potentially more useful.
So that way it doesn't kill our priests and stuff.
Yeah.
I don't know. Why not?
It's a one-shot.
We're never going to play it again. Let's take a chance in the finals. We won back our packs.
That is true.
That doesn't happen a lot around here.
No, it is not. And you know what? We started off with a 4-card draw. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
You know.
Here would be a lot happier if I had any white, but
Yeah.
we know that we have 9 planes in the deck.
Yeah.
And we have 2 draws, but 3 turns to get there, so I don't think you mulligan that yet.
No, I don't know.
Because if we can go 3, 4, 5,
True.
that's a pretty strong opening. And having the Strandwalker also for our Priest of Norms, that is proven to be.
The Priest of Norm. Come on, Mulligan. Come on.
He's drawing. He don't care.
Mulligan. Do it.
Toss them back, get 6 land.
Oh, yeah.
We did it.
Feel our pain.
So we got no land, but it still hurt.
I have a bad feeling about
Yep,
this.
we're not going to see any lands, are we?
Well, we'll see.
We're not going to see a land. have one of those, don't we? We haven't seen it yet.
Yeah.
Did we put it in the deck?
Oh, yeah.
Are you sure?
I am positive.
Positive.
See, what I'm seeing is an issue. His deck is rolling quite well.
Green, fast.
Red
fast.
Strong like bull.
Yeah. Rock is strong.
We have a 33% chance of drawing a
Land.
forest. Or a
Forest?
Wow.
Whoa, what did
Wow.
we do wrong?
You are drunk.
Should I just leave now? I'm sure he thinks I left a while ago.
I would like to leave, and I live here.
No escape. Turn the tide. I am furious that we have that in our deck.
Yeah, we should have put in their goddamn forest.
What? Why are we putting forests in this deck?
Yeah, no, if we could get on our plane and...
Yeah, all of a sudden we'd be in... I mean, it would just keep us from blocking it.
Right.
If you could just kill it outright. Now, you know what? I'm gonna go out. I'm gonna make a...
You have got to be fucking kidding me!
I'm gonna make a bold prediction here.
Fucking land hose.
Game over?
Two
Yeah.
fucking...
Yeah, no, it's done.
That's just fucking bullshit.
Well, you know, it happens.
I know what happens. It happens to us constantly.
Quite familiar with the concept.
Jesus Christ! Pisses me off. Well, that's draft fair.
Hey, look, the land.
Moral victory.
So...
Yay.
Hey, we got our little imp thing in the... sacked into himself.
Yep.
What the fuck?
Hey, you can't just let him win.
No. I love it. Well, okay. So,
Holy God, that guy killed us.
yeah. Well, no. That guy... Yes, that guy won. But it was the game that killed us.
No, you do understand that... On what turn is it?
I don't know, 7?
Turn 7.
Oh,
Yeah,
shit.
no, that was a
We got
shellacking.
We got no land. None. Fuck it. I don't feel bad one bit.
I'll tell you the thing I'm probably most disappointed about is that we never really got to use
We
that.
never used it once.
And that was our first pick.
Yep.
And what guided...
A
We
big chunk
didn't
of why
take a Black Sun Zenith, which
Right.
who knows if
right.
that would have helped us more, but we didn't take it because of this, because it could have been so good, and it never...
Yeah.
It was
so-
never in our hand. When we had the
However-
land, and there was something out to play it on.
Right. However, though, we learned that the counter spells are huge.
Yeah.
Counter spells.
And you're right, dude. I will always pick the Priest of Norn.
Priest of Norn's pretty badass.
It is
Yeah.
badass.
I'm fine with the fact that we didn't win the whole tourney.
I'm not. I'm pissed.
Yeah, no, it's not that we didn't win, it's how we didn't win.
Right.
I mean, it was just like...
If it had been a good showing
We
and-
pulled off that second round with this huge play. You know, I mean, granted, it was a luck of the draw, but still, it was very dramatic. That was a fucking whimper because we never had a shot because of math.
Yeah.
Which is, once again, kids, if you're watching at home, math is stupid. All of you need to become psychology and English majors just so we can keep up the American trend of being shitty at math because obviously math screwed us.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's what happened.
What was the guy's name we played against?
G.I. Darius.
Okay.
Why?
Well, I was hoping that it
Maybe
was
he was
some
like
name
somebody.
that implied that he was Japanese and knew his math, but
That'd be pretty badass.
yeah,
Maybe he's an engineer or something for the military.
perhaps.
G.I. Pythagoras.
Maybe he's actually in a war zone now.
Yeah,
And that's what was distracting him, not the second game that he was winning.
It was,
Oh,
in fact, him
but enemy
shooting back
fire.
at people.
Or friendly fire.
Hold on a second.
Yeah.
Nice.
Anyways, so we lost again.
Right.
Yeah, but we won.
Yeah,
We
that
won
was
2
a
games, we lost
much
one.
better showing. Not the last match, but a much better showing of what I think our first deck really should have done.
Right.
Except that our lunch was also eaten there. So, all right.
I hate this game.
Yep. So
that's why we play it every
We'll
Friday.
be back.
We'll be back soon.
All right, thanks for watching, y'all.